Hi everyone and welcome back to my final more important analysis video with me, Japan market analyst at Hantec markets on Tuesday 11th of September. Let's have a look at gold, which is more of a drift lower really than anything else. It's just a very slight drift. Nothing too decisive at all about the selling pressure. You've still got the intact support of the last week's low, 1189. Not really seen too much intent to really give it a test yet, but it's interesting that that support still remains intact. The key high low is 1183, and that is the move that we've seen since the recovery from 1160 was in place. But that rebound has sort of lost its way a touch and certainly is just drifting backwards. But we're still holding above 40 on the RSI. Still got MACD lines which are rising. Stochastics are falling, so that certainly does suggest we're in a bit of a sort of a mixed outlook, really. But it's nothing decisive on the selling pressure on the hourly chart at all. RSI not really going below 30. MACD lines just slightly negatively configured. You got the resistance that's now starting to form around 1200. So that needs to be watched, I suppose, to an extent. But it's more the fact that that's psychological, I think, than a price resistance from yesterday. But it's a difficult one to really gauge, because yesterday's candle gave you absolutely nothing really. Very tight, sort of $7.5 candle, and closed in the midpoint of the day. Doji candle pretty much gave you nothing. Today's candle all but flat on the day again, so it's not really giving you too much signals, but you can't deny that over the course of the past couple of weeks, for example, we are in this sort of slightly negative drift. But as long as that support at 1183 stays intact, I think it's possible that we're still going to see this technical rally continue. But you do have overhead resistance at 1207, which has been building up. Little bit of a 1209 and then 1214 and then this pivot at 1217. So there is overhead resistance in place, but it's just not finding that the sellers are coming back in force. So it's a bit of a consolidation moment for gold. So I wish you good luck in your trading. I'll speak to you again tomorrow.